Did you know that most of the cast from The Shot are actually from Chicago? Now, if you know, you know. Welcome to Tea Time with Behaving Too Funny. So, guys, let's go ahead and start it off and let's break it down. If you are a fan of The Shy, then you know. If you are a person that really started with them in 2018, then you know that the ending and the season finale was very much dun dun dun. Like it was really given like mystery suspense, had everyone on their chairs, their seats, like, oh my God, what's about to happen next? And so, really, I just want to discuss and just hear a lot of your comments and thoughts about the episodes, about the seasons. A lot of characters, of course, were killed off, not in the show anymore, such as my boy Kevin, who is played by Alex Hilbert, which was a great actor, by the way. We all miss Kevin. So, like, even when he showed up at the end, we all were gagging, like, what? But no, I really just want to talk about, like I said, the evolution of The Shy, because like I said, when it first came out in 2018, you know, you had your famous actor Jacob Lattimore, who really started off his career in this show. And so I really just feel as though that all the actors specifically did a great, phenomenal job. The series itself was just impactful, it was relatable, it was very cultural, so it had a lot of different type of things that went into the series. But what really made me get into it, and the characters that really stood out to me: Bakari, Lynae, and Papa. We're gonna start with Bakari because, you know, when Bakari first got into the series, right? Bakari was literally only supposed to be in the show, y'all, for 3 episodes. Like when I watched back at Ahmad Ferguson interview, babes, he said he was supposed to be in there for three episodes, supposed to be gone. He was just, you know, the best friend, and then he became one of the main characters. And what's really interesting about Bakari's character, he's so relatable because at first it's like he's just this badass little kid. He's just this person that wants to fit in and things like that. But little do y'all know, the actor Ahmad Ferguson, he's from Gary, Indiana, which is about 30 miles from Midwest, from the south side of Chicago. So he kind of could relate into that character, just the way his upbringing and, you know, the way he was brought up. You guys can definitely take a look at that interview he did 2 years ago. But it's really interesting to just see him take that character and make it into something that we love. Because again, at first we didn't really care for Bakari. We were just like, who are you? You just a badass kid. You just, you know, you're just an extra. You're doing a little too much. But then it's like he's doing this for attention. He's really trying to like get out of the game. He's really trying to elevate himself. You feel me? Writing, making a book, people actually reading his book. So it's just like from him going to killing somebody to now you in a relationship with my girl Lynae. You're trying to do right by her, but you can't get out the streets because that's all you know is the streets. But it's like you're trying to also, you feel me? So it's so many emotions with Bakari, but I just really loved his character for the simple reason that they gave him the hero arc. Because we all thought he was dead. When he had that beef with that man and got shot, they because he got mad because Bakari beat that ass. Because Bakari literally said, like, you feel me? Like, he's not a punk. Like, what you want to do? Like, yeah, all that. Literally, Reg let that shit happen. You know, back in the day, I'm 1997, but you know, back in the day, if you were a person that, you know, if you grew up in the hood or you grew up in the area where it was urban, you feel me? A lot of people, we get off our chest by, you know, let's box it out, let's go ahead and get it off. But in that situation, he thought Bakari was a punk, and it just was not given that. And so just going forward, I like his story arc. I felt like even when he got shot at the end of the episode, I literally cried. Like, I was in tears. I was done. I was just like, oh my Jesus Christ, what the hell is about to happen? It was just so many emotions because, again, we all predicted, even the show themselves, they already knew, like, everybody know that Bakari, they probably gonna think Bakari's gonna die, he's gonna die. Because I literally thought Bakari was gonna die. So, just with that being said, I'm glad that they did not kill him. I don't agree with them giving him that Tyler Perry wig. Boo, boo, expires tomatoes. Because what the hell was that? Absolutely not. But his arc was lit. I'm really glad that he survived. I'm really glad that they brought Kevin back. They brought the mother back. They brought the ex-wife, the brat. They brought everybody back for Emmett and them wedding, bro. That's how I just knew something was going to happen to Bakari, because I'm just like, oh my god. I am glad that they did bring my boy Alex Hilbert back, because again, we all missed him. I wish they would have extended his arc a little bit, but again, it makes sense. You know, he wanted to do gaming, so he found what he wanted to do, went to LA. I'm gone. I'm trying to pursue my dream. So that makes sense. But no, I'm glad that they brought everyone back, because it was really just giving like a real family reunion, especially if you started with them back in 2018. Going to Lynae, as y'all know that she's the youngest on the cast that actually started, which is actually a very fun fact, because I didn't even know that. I thought Kevin was like the youngest, but no, yes, Lynae is one of the youngest, who's played by Zaraya, and I think she's a very great actress. Just again, her being a new upcoming actor or whatever the case may be, she did play her role really good. She was definitely the piece to Bakari. She was definitely the person that was, I see what you're doing, I experienced what you're doing, because remember, y'all know her brother, was in the street. So it's like she's not new to the shit, but she's also trying to not be in that shit. If you feel me, if that makes sense. So with that just being said, I do love their relationship. I do love that even with her story arc, you feel me, the Kevin and her family, and their family adopted her, took her in as their own child. So it's like, I really do like Lynae. She was annoying at times, because it's just like, why are you trying to tell the business? Why are you trying to tell who killed Nub? Because I really thought they was going to kill Lynae off. I really thought she was going to die. But I'm glad that they didn't kill her off, for the simple reason that Bakari didn't die. So that's all. Bakari didn't die. And if you've been looking at her acting career and things like that, as I said earlier, this is her first. She has had some other things on her YouTube and TikTok that I've also been following. If y'all want to follow that, she's a very dope person, from what I've been following so far. And then lastly, I want to talk about is really Papa, because Papa was the person in the friend group with Kevin and Jake that was keeping them stapled in a way. Like, he was the preacher boy. He was the one that, y'all, this is too ghetto for me. Like, Papa always was a key, y'all. He was always a key. And I just really feel like when they made him, of course, when people have grief, people deal with grief in a different type of way, which is cool. But my thing is, Papa went downhill, babes. He started smoking doop-a-dot, popping pills, babes. He was, yeah, like, oh. Baby said he was doing a lot. And as y'all know, that's played by my dude, Shaman Brown Jr. He's also a rapper, y'all. And he makes music or whatever. Go on his Instagram, follow him, because his music is given. Definitely for a new generation, for sure. For this current generation and new generation. But his music is dope. Y'all definitely go check that out. But yes, I love Papa's story arc as well. I wish that they would explore it a little bit more. Like, what is his ending piece? Like, what is he going to do? Because he's talking about he want to get married. He may, pull out a ring one day. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Oh. And Papa always gave me like he wanted to, he wants to have the family, he wants to have the whole nine. He's not giving me like girlfriend, he just want to, have fun. Because Jake, on the other hand, he involved as well, y'all. He then moved in the girlfriend and all types of shit. And y'all know Jake is a hoe. So it's just like, I really feel like even with his character, it was just so lit. Like, oh my God, Jake, we've never seen this. But like, do y'all agree? Like, just going back, like, do y'all agree? Like, going back for Bakari, do y'all feel like his story arc is redeemed? Do y'all feel like, was he a bad person? Was he a good person? Was he an in-between person? Like, what is y'all thoughts on that? Because I felt like he got what he deserved. Yes, he shot somebody. We all make mistakes. I'm not saying that, we kill people and just forgive. He did. He been through hell and water, okay? He then got effed up. He then almost got framed for murder. You feel me? So it's just like, I felt like with his arc, he did his book, he did his writing, and just like Nuck said, you gotta die before your book, you feel me, get sold, or before it get recognized, or whatever the case may be. I mean, he kind of died. He got shot. she got shot up. So it's just like, do y'all think he redeemed? You feel me? His redemption arc is, you feel me? It is what it is, or what's y'all thoughts on that? Even with Lynae, like, do y'all feel like if Bakari did not survive, do you feel like Lynae arc would have just been what it was? Like she not moving, she would have stayed in Chicago. She would not have, had no type of ending with her character. Like how y'all think that would have happened? Because now my thought process is, damn, if Bakari would have died, what the fuck Lynae would have did? Like, was she gonna move in with Keisha and Emmett now? Like, is she gonna be, you feel me? Like that's now my thoughts. So like, y'all definitely tell me your thoughts in the comments. I definitely want to know that for sure. And also, like I said, just going back to Papa, if he had a better little ending arc for me, I would have been more satisfied. It was just like, okay, everybody had one big family, we all at Emmett and their wedding, I get it, you feel me? But it's just like, okay, so like, what's happening with them now? Like, y'all staying in Chicago, y'all not having, like, are y'all getting married, are y'all having, like, what we doing? But no, overall, the show was a really good show, y'all. I literally cried. I literally was crying hard. Like, I knew these people in real life. And like I said, if you started with them 2018 up to 2026, baby, it's been a ride with the Shy. Like, it's been a whole ride. Just seeing them evolve from teenagers to adults is so freaking scary. It's just like, OMG. I wasn't even thinking about the show when it came out. Then when I actually heard about the Shy, I fell in love with the characters. I automatically fell in love with the characters. Even Reg, you feel me? Him growing up with his brothers and seeing how Jake and them was fucking little ass, badass little kids. And Jake, he made his brother go fight. You feel me? Like, nigga, don't cry. Don't do none of that. Go out there and fight. And I'm gonna come out there with you just in case. You feel me? Like, that's really, like, that's real life shit. So it's like, if you really grew up in that urban area, like, you really can relate. You feel me? You come home crying to your brothers or your sisters, oh, I got beat up, or somebody try to steal my stuff, or who, where, let's go. We gonna handle that real quick. You feel me? So I definitely fuck with Reg. Like, he definitely showed that tough brotherly love. I don't agree with a lot of shit that he has done. The same way I don't agree with a lot of shit that Vic has done. But what I will say is they are better together. They made their mistakes, and I feel like it was a lot of shit that happened with a lot of them, but at the end, I feel like it is what it was. Reg, I don't think should have went to jail, but again, it's like, you like the black sheep. You feel me? Like the sacrificing sheep. You did so much bad. You feel me? It's just like, now it's just one time, you just want to do that one good. So my dude that played Reg, Barton Fitzpatrick, he definitely played the hell out of his role for Reg. And y'all already know Luke James is a great actor. So we already gonna give Luke James his flowers for sure. But overall, y'all, I definitely enjoyed the series. If you have not watched the series, I definitely would recommend you checking it out. It's on Paramount Plus. Also, it's on a website called Mr. World Premiere, which is free. It do have a lot of ads, but what I will say is check it out. And just going forward, to answer your question from my beginning, did y'all know that almost every character besides about 3 or 4 people are from Chicago on the cast? Literally, almost every single person on this fucking show is from Chicago. So it was real easy for them to adapt. Of course, there's like certain things that, it ain't happening in Chicago, which is why certain people from Chicago are like, whoa. But half of the cast, y'all, is from Chicago, which is actually a fun fact. I think it's really dope as fuck. Which I feel like that made them, you feel me, real family oriented, and made them, it's like they knew each other forever, even though they just met each other. You feel me? On the show. But that definitely concludes my tea time. Until next time with your boy Behaving Too Funny. I definitely just want to take the time to let you guys know this is the beginning of my journey. This is something that I'm starting, and I want to be, of course, I'm not going to be proficient or advanced in the beginning, but it's always good to have that audience that's been with you since the beginning. Because now everyone's going to see the progress and see what's going on. And I cannot wait for you guys to stay tuned for next week. See you later.